interested, which is Avalanche Slime. So let's go over the things and ingredients you'll be needing. You'll be needing some measuring cups, an airtight container to store your Avalanche Slime, a spatula to scrape out anything out of the measuring cups, 3 bowls, 1 spoon to mix with. I'm using blue and yellow food coloring, 4 bottles of clear Elmer's glue, some contact lens solution or eye drops, some baking soda. I am using the brand Arm & Hammer, some white Elmer's glue, some foaming shaving cream. I'm using Gillette Sensitive Skin, and some cornstarch. So let's get started. Alright guys, so I have everything set up, and now I'm going to make a change of plans to my amount of ingredients. I'm only going to use 1 bottle per different color, just enough to fit my container. So I'm going to use half a cup of blue slime and half a cup of yellow slime. And then over the time, it'll turn green in the middle. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill 1/2 of a cup of clear Elmer's glue to pour into my first bowl. Now I filled my half a cup measuring cup with our clear glue. So now we're going to dump this into our mixing bowl. So now what we're going to do is after we pour that into our bowl, we're going to grab our yellow food coloring. And this is gel, so I'm only going to add very, very little so that it's not going to be chunky. And I'm going to mix super duper slowly to make sure that I don't get as much bubbles in my mixture so that it will be nice and clear. So now we're going to mix that up. Make sure you mush up all the chunks. And stir very slowly to prevent as much bubbles as you can. So now we're going to sprinkle about a pinch of baking soda on top. Just like that, and we're going to mix that in slowly again to prevent bubbles and chunks. So now that it's all mixed in, we're going to take our contact lens solution and we're going to slowly pour that in so that it doesn't come out all bubbly. We're probably going to need a couple squirts or about 1/4 cup of our solution if you're measuring. And we're going to mix that up until it no longer sticks to the sides of the bowl. Alright guys, so I've been mixing my slime for about 10 minutes or so, very slowly. And I think it's ready to touch to make sure it's not sticky. So it's not sticking to my finger or my bowl and spoon, so we're going to set that aside now. And you're going to play with, mine turned really bubbly, but that's okay, it'll turn clear in the process. But yes, I'm going to set this aside, cover it so that it doesn't dry out. So next we're going to make our blue slime. Alright guys, so now we're going to pour another 1/2 of clear Elmer's glue. Slowly to make sure there's not too many bubbles. And then we could just set it aside, and we're going to dump it in to our bowl here, making sure all the glue comes out. So when I had my bowl, before I poured in the glue, I accidentally put a drop in there. It fell and it dripped. So now we're going to add our blue food coloring here. Maybe a couple drops. And we're going to mix that in. Quick enough, but very slow. Alright guys, so now we're going to add our baking soda, the same as the other one, just a little sprinkle. And we're going to mix that in slowly, and make sure there's no chunks in it. Okay. And I'll be back when we're ready to add the solution. And just like we did to the other slime, now we're going to add the solution and mix slowly but quickly. So I flipped my 2 bowls upside down so my colors wouldn't dry out. And now we have some cornstarch in here. It was a really messy process, so I didn't record it, as you guys can see. So the next thing we're going to do is clean that up. So now we're going to add a 1/4 cup of our white Elmer's glue. Okay. And now we're going to mix that. And you probably shouldn't add color to it or else it won't really look like Avalanche. So I'm not going to add color, but if you guys want to, that's obviously optional. a nice squirt there. No measurement for that, just a nice squirt is your measurement. Okie dokie, so I think there's a crack in this bowl because it's really wetting everywhere. It's wetting the palm of my hand. So now we're gonna add some baking soda. Mix that in. And now add our spaghetti. And then we mix. So here's my white slime, nice and stretchy, nice and smooth. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our, alright guys, so now we're going to add our yellow slime to the container just like that. And take our blue really quickly because the yellow will run. And then add it right there, just like that. Make sure they're both evenly spread out. And that the yellow isn't going on top of the blue or the blue's not going on top of the yellow. And you can see it's already starting to mix in the middle. So now what we're going to do, lastly, we're going to take our white slime and make sure it's nice and flat, just like that. And kind of compress it a little. Just like that. And we're going to form it into a circle and place it right on top. Make sure after you place it, the slimes will stick. So you're going to be very careful to place it properly and make sure that you're not going to be lifting up the slime. So once you do it, it's done. You can't go back because all the slime will lift onto the side. So this is what it should look like. And now we're going to tap this and set it aside for a couple of days. And I'll do an update video to this slime. So hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial on how to make the Avalanche Slime. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to become an official minion. And don't forget to hit that bell to become a member of the Slimy Minion fam. And peace.